hello and welcome back after that amazing match. I just got confirmation that Tie-Dye went and sped up the system to 5 times the normal speed of Eve. So that extension of time took 5 times less time, pretty much, than it would have taken.
Yeah, we actually saw like 10 minutes of fighting,
pretty
compressed down to like 1.5, 2 minutes.
Those hero harpies and that sad pilot.
Poor guy, man. I know the kind of pressure that teams are under in this tournament. Like every individual, I used to just like get so stressed and so nervous before these matches. And making a mistake like that. We've seen it happen before. It happened to one of the guys, I think, from Rep Cartel a couple tournaments ago.
That was a Vindicator, right?
Yeah, it was a Vindicator. Yeah. And for the rest of the tournament, they put him in only ships that had nothing but passive mods, so he actually was incapable of overheating anything.
There was somebody in the Alliance tournament that totally forgot to turn on his links in one match.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that in a couple of different ones.
So, I mean, these guys are under tremendous amounts of stress, and these things sometimes happen. We saw how close it was with
Look at the damage taken.
It's also like this kind of match, I don't know, it's easy to hang it up on that one mistake, but it was so close at so many points. Like, I mean, he might have needed to do that to get the Logi down or to get one of the Foons down, where if he wouldn't have done that, it would have swung the other way. I mean, there's so many points in this match that were pushed so incredibly close. And like we said, like the Heron getting caught also is an incredibly close thing where if he would have lasted 10 more seconds, they would have won the match. Just, I can't believe how many moments of like extreme tension this match actually had. We'll have to go back and like watch it again.
That moment where the Fleet Typhoon and the Navy Scorpion,
Navy Raven,
were like both going down. I'm pretty sure at that point the call-in comms was just like overheat, I need to burn him down.
Course.
And they were so focused watching those hit point bars.
And then it just goes one cycle too many. And
So here's the other thing, and I didn't want to say this live because it might have swung the match. It's very rare that you actually burn out your whole high slot rack.
You can ungroup it and get a couple guns.
Usually when you burn out a rack that's grouped, it means that only 1 or 2 of them is actually burned out. And you can so it's possible that he actually just forgot about that. Or he actually honestly burned everything out.
No, we could see, if somebody goes back and looks at the tape, his attack bar, the attack bar for their team, for ACAS, was tiny, even after all the other ships had exploded. So like it didn't vanish completely, which means that what you're saying is actually correct.
It could have been the drones, but they
most
probably
of the drones
killed
were dead. They would have had them in his bay or something.
He probably had 1 or 2 launchers actually still remaining.
And that probably would have been enough to kill a Bellicose.
Yes.
With no
with that
Logi
much
on
time, it could have been.
It definitely would have been. A Bellicose does not have a ton of tank on its own.
Like if they go into this reverse tie-dye, like who knows what would have happened there. So.
That's wild.
Pretty crazy match. One of the best matches today, definitely.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
I think the Harpy that caught the second Heron, like that little fight. Like I know obviously the match hinged on the Raven. It's like that part is completely crazy. But I was watching over here when he caught him, and they have to commit a bunch of DPS to the first Heron. They caught him and they sent everything but 1 Harpy to the first Heron, including the Bellicose, 2 other Harpies to kill the one. And they had like a 30-second window, and right as I was looking for the second Heron, the other Harpy hopped on top of it.
So that Harpy pilot was given the assignment, hey dude, you're going on your own to catch that Heron. It's probably about as fast as you. If you don't do it, we lose. Good luck. No pressure.
That's actually true. Like the amount of responsibility that was put on his shoulders by putting him on that Heron hunt.
I actually feel this is one of those. It's a great one of those cool matches where everybody had enormous amount of responsibility. Like every ship in this match played a really important role. Even the Ishkars that were battling. I saw at one point in the middle of the match where before the Ishkars died, one of them was dragging the Harpies across the whole arena. They're chasing him, trying to catch up and get kills, and that's all time that's wasted DPS for them. That could have been on one of the Navy Ravens. Like I feel like everybody mattered quite a bit in this match.
And you see that like some tournament matches are just kind of swing one way or the other, but teams will put all this effort into getting every little detail right. They'll buy the best ammo that they can use. They'll like fine tune their setups, choose which implants to do, and it doesn't matter in every match, but in a match like this one, it matters the world.
So I want you guys at home to tweet at us hashtag NEOII or NEO2 in Roman numerals, and let us know what you thought of that match and what the defining point in that match was for you. And we'll take a look and possibly read some of your fun tweets afterwards. But onwards to the next match. I'm going to look if I can't have the bands up for you.
Next match is going to be a big one, like we said. Agmar Money Team versus Sinusaur Field Theory.
All right. So the match actually is ready.
Cool.
But before we go to it, I'm gonna tell you something. Elise Randolph messed up bans.
Oh.
And he actually put out on Twitter, if I can find it real quick, following the great PL tradition, I effed up the bans. Hashtag NEO2.
PL tends to be pretty bad
banning
at that.
is hard, all caps.
What did he ban?
I don't know what he banned, but I only know that he.
Well,
he
We'll
banned
see it on
one
the screen
thing.
in a moment.
This is
once
going to
it-
be
Yeah.
a really sweet match.
So
Yes.
before without further ado, Agmar Money Team, which is the PL team, versus Sinusoidal Field Theory, which is what, Tinkerell's team?
Tinkerhell, yeah, Nocturnal Romance guys.
Predictions, please.
I'm looking at the setup, so I want to decide based on that. I'm going with with the PL team. I think that betting against them is usually dumb.
Yeah, I think Agmar Money Team is going to take this, but it could go either way.
Well, we've all been in agreement so far, and we've been correct every single time. This time should be no different. We're all in agreement. Let's see if we can do it 4 for 4 here at the caster's desk.